welcome back to International Scale Modeler. Today we're just going to do a quick review on the newest issue of the Weathering magazine. It's been out about 3 or 4 weeks, I think I've had it. It's a bit dog-eared because I have leafed through it a few times. As you know, I did a review on the first 4 episodes that we did about that were out last year, and I think they're totally worth the money. They're awesome reference material and really very easy to understand. You can also get these on the iPad as well. I've got the app, but I haven't bought them on there because I've got them here. So, but they do make great reference in the man cave. And also the best thing is when you've got a spare 5 minutes in between waiting for your paint to dry, they're great to just pick up, read, and put back down again. They're really handy like that. Right, so let's have a look in the magazine then. This is the Kursk and Vegetation edition. And as you can see, it's got a nice front, got an AFV and an aircraft on the front there, so it gives you an idea of what we're going to be looking at. So let's have a turn the pages. Obviously you've got the usual adverts and things like that, intro from Mig. I think this one was printed before it's split up with AK, so I probably won't mention anything in it at all. We've got the gratuitous females. I don't mind them, I've got to say. Anyone who does, maybe. But as you can see, the first one here, basically, I mean, that just looks like an awesome beast. And this one's done by Mig himself. Obviously, he gets a lot of people in to help out and everything. And, excuse me. And this just looks absolutely awesome and weathered to buggery and beyond. And basically, it's saying in here that, not only do you want to look at the weathering, but if there was, this is in Kursk. Obviously the type of soil, when it exploded all the way round and everything, you'd be looking at bits of soil and everything getting on top of the craft and all that. And I think that's a lot of what this section is about. There's not only just obviously the weathering and the chipping and things like that, but also of what's going to be done after you've done all that bit. But it goes through the process, as you can see, really step by step, and really gives you an idea and a handle on how to do it properly. Then you've got here, then he's putting in the mud and the pigments and things like that. And as you can go through, all the way through, step by step, really good ideas. And then you've got, obviously adding dirt onto the top of the tank and everything, how he does it. It looks like real dirt actually, and adds a bit of water, swishes it around, all sorts of things. It's really nice indeed, and obviously the finished result looks absolutely corking. I'd be really chuffed if I could do something like that. But that looks really nice. I mean, it's a captured one, obviously. But yes. So yeah, as you're moving through, then you've got this one. This is a great looking one, Buried Alive. And basically, again, it's at Kursk. And you've got this, I think it's a T-34, isn't it? And you've got this T-34, stuck in this tank trap that they obviously had made, or a bomb crater or something, shell crater. But again, it's a smashing looking diorama, and again tells you how to build up the model step by step, and then adding grass. How this guy, is this actually Mig, or this is Rick Lawler, and how he builds up the scene. Gradually, lots of plaster in Paris and pigments and earth and things like that, and obviously the fake grass and everything. But I mean, you'll agree with me, that looks truly stunning at the end of it. I mean, that'd be a lovely thing to have on your shelf. And so, but going on through it again, you've got another one. We've got a T-34 here again, and again, this is all Weathering Techniques, obviously using AK's modulation set there, which I don't think that will be in the next issue, that's for sure. But as you can see, again, tells you how to weather this beast up with dark mud and all this streaking grime and things like that. I mean, it looks really nice, I've got to say. It really does look the nuts. But I mean, it tells you again about doing tracks as well. Focuses on the tracks and everything. But it really is a top-notch magazine. Then you've got an aircraft, and this is something obviously that Mig doesn't concentrate on a lot on, because obviously he's primarily an AFV builder. But as you see, we've got a couple here, Javier Lopez de Anca and Ricardo Abad Medina, and they've both done this aircraft and how to weather up this, and it does look stunning with the chipping and everything like that. Something I've never tried, marker pens, things like that. It looks like he's pulling out individual stuff with a, oh god, brown pencil. God, that must be fun. But again, ideas how to, it looks like they're spraying their stencils on and things like that. That's really clever, and it looks really nice. But It's very nice weathering. It really is. They've really gone to town on it, and I've got to say, very impressive. Many multi layers to this aircraft, and as you can see, done a fantastic job at the end. It really is. But anyway, skipping on through, don't want to make this last too long. We've got a Tiger here again in the dust, and it's a dusty Tiger basically, which again would be the thing at Kursk, if I remember rightly from the battle. So yeah, all very good, and as you can see, so a nice end result, and dinked up all the plastic and things like that. So very nice indeed. Then we've got a KV, what's it, ISU 52152. Now it's an impressive looking tank as well, isn't it? The size of that gun on there, the barrel, and the mantlet itself, the thickness of that mantlet. But yeah, so again, showing all the things that they're using, the powders. Obviously, it's all AK, and I'm sure the next issue of this will have no AK products in it whatsoever. And it tells you how to build up the diorama base and things like that. And very plain, simple base, but sometimes less is definitely more. Then we go on to we've got some artillery here. And again, this is more of a diorama tutorial, which is excellent. So this will be the vegetation part of the magazine. As you can see, fake flowers, grass, things like that. How to apply them, how to build a scenario. Obviously trees, how to build those up, and it's a lovely little scene. I do like that. I do like artillery pieces. And then you've got something that's completely non-military. You've got the back garden. Now this is excellent for showing you how to build up all the grass in stages, and the scenario and the little vignette. All the way through how to get the different greens, things like that. So it's a cracking little tutorial. I think dioramas are probably the hardest part of my model making. I think the actual model itself, building it's quite easy. Painting a model is reasonably easy, and weathering it, but making decent dioramas, I mean, hats off to all the diorama guys. Their work's awesome. Some patience as well. And then obviously making your own trees as well, look. Excellent little tutorial. And you've got some wire here to shape them. Some copper wire, solder, I would imagine, things like that, and then painting them, and then painting them with the texture green putty they've used on that, and white putty, magic sculpt, and then scoring it with a thing to get the bark effect. Very good idea indeed. If you don't want to buy them, that's an excellent idea. I would imagine the hardest part of that is getting them in scale, but some really top tips there for anyone who wants to buy it. And again, another one. We've got a scenario here, and he's building up the diorama, get the moss on the walls, and it really does look very effective. Look at that. That looks absolutely awesome. It really does look effective. So yeah, so very nice indeed. Again, another one here. We just got what's this? Autumn in Nuclear Pripyat. And that's just a nice little, it's a vignette really, I suppose, of a diorama. But it just gives you an idea of all the techniques involved, how to build these things up as a story. And I've looked through this, and I'm going to keep looking through this as well, because I have this one here where we've got this old truck, the Ford truck in this scenario, in this neglected in this deep grass. I've got a picture, this one here, which is one of my ultimate dioramas. When I get good enough, this is what I'm going to attempt, and I want to get as near to that as possible. So looking at this, you can see that this is going to have a lot of appeal to me, and it's one of those things that will be on that picture. That will be a long-term project for me once I get up to a point where I'm happy with my dioramas. Which, being an aircraft model, I don't really do dioramas, but I've just started with the AFV, and I'm starting to get the bug, I must admit. But again, it shows you building up the truck. Obviously, because it's quite rusted, it's going to have layers of rust, and rusting is very hard to get right, I think, in my eyes anyway. But to get the layers of rusting right, it really is, one layer then another. There's a lot of patience involved, but I mean, that does look phenomenal. It really does look good. So, but carrying on, you've then got weathering for flames of war, the little tiny dinky things. I've just bought a set of AK modulation German grey Panzer ones for something that I'm planning to do soon. So it'll be interesting to see how they work out. But as you can see, it's basically what they've used for these. We're going through just a little one on Flames of War. Obviously it's harder at smaller things, but things like Putty Technique and all that lot, they do look good. For that size, they look fabulous. I mean, you can get a whole kit of those in the space of one 135 model. At the back we've got some colour profiles there, from the 6th Company 52nd Panzer, 39th Panzer markings. I mean, I did my Panzer II with this marking because I knew they were in the Soviet arena. Gratuitous boobies. And then you've got here, choose the right products for, it's just explaining some of the products. A lot of these are European, to get the right effects for your dioramas and everything. More gratuitous boobies. And I think it's really nice bag of leaves, that's excellent. But overall, more gratuitous stuff. And obviously, I think they've got that in there just in time that the new Mig ammo must have gone just before it went to press. But overall, as you can see, I mean that cost, I mean it's €8. I think it works out about $5.99 in English money. I buy a yearly subscription which costs about 28, 30 euros or pounds, I can't remember, but I get 4 issues for about 25 quid. I'm pretty sure it's around about that sort of price, and I'm more than happy to pay that. I mean, all the information in this magazine alone is, you know, you can get a lot less than that in the majority of actual books like Verlinden books and things like that. I mean, just in that one issue for a £5, you've got more information you've got in a lot of the old Verlinden books. I think they're totally worth the money, and if you haven't got them and you're on the fence about whether to buy them, I'm not under commission, by the way, I say go and get them. They're absolutely awesome and worth every single penny. Alright, that's a lot. Okay, until next time, take care, bye bye.